Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs find themselves on an impressive 9-game winning streak. They'll try to push it into double digits next. Jamison Taillon will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run. We may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
A speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He will lead this one off today. Now the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they've been pretty much unstoppable the last couple of weeks or so. Winners of 9 straight ball games.
Matty, you have a chance to win 9 ball games in a row. All you're thinking about, first off, everything's going right. All facets of the game are coming together. Team is playing exceptionally well right now. But your eyes on that double digits. There's very few teams that rattle off a double-digit win streak throughout the course of the year. They have that opportunity today.
Should be in for a warm one this afternoon. 91 degrees, our first pitch temperature. Now the 2-1 pitch. Popped up. Mancini in foul ground. He's got it 1 away. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Mark, what do they have to do to take down a very hot team here on the road?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. Taillon has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact.
Yeah, Matt, and that's not an easy thing to do. I think one of the reasons is he changes speeds really well, and he throws both sides of the plate. One of the keys to missing the barrels, you have to be able to throw inside and throw outside, and he's about as good as it gets in baseball at missing barrels.
Striding into the box, Nicholas Castellanos. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now here's the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 delivery. Two out, nobody on. Count is 1-2 now. Here's the pitch. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues. So he's aboard following the 2-out base hit, and here in the penultimate month of the season, look up that word in your summer homework, kids. It's time to check out the league leaders in team batting average. And you can see there, they're just one place off the top spot in the NL in that category. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies, Kyle Schwarber. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. First delivery to him on the way. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summerskill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summerskill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Row. The more I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. Grounded down the third baseline. But the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Throw comes in quickly from left, so even on the hit and run, they'll hold things to first and second here.
You know, D-Row, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you could get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds it.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Phillies leave a couple. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Bailey Falter gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Coming into this one, his season home run total tops in the National League.
You know, D-Row, we're into the summer right now. This guy's power's been off the charts. Looks like he's going to be able to do this all season long.
I think he is, Dan, and the ball's going to start flying now. Weather's starting to warm up in certain parts of the country. We're getting into the middle, late part of summer. You're going to see some epic home runs down the stretch.
Dan, D-Row, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, they got beat up on the homestand. Losing record in front of the home crowd, never good. But I always used to say sometimes it's good to get on the road. Remove yourself, get out to a restaurant, see a different city, shower it off, and try and fight in front of some hostile fans.
Hit high and deep out to left field. Going back is the left fielder. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo home run here off the bat of Ian Happ. Number 43 on the year for him. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
That's how the manager drew it up right there. Hold the visiting team scoreless and then grab a huge home run in the first.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 268 the average for him coming in. 21 homers and 54 runs batted in. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Base is empty here with nobody out. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. And before the 2-1 pitch here, time called at home plate. Here's the pitch. Went after the high one there. A swing and a miss.
It's not easy. Easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Skied into straightaway right. Harper has a read on it. One away. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. He's hitting over 350 versus left-handed pitching this season, and that's what we're looking at today. If those numbers hold true, he could be in for a huge performance.
Stepping in now, Suzuki, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. That average for him up in the 360s now. 31 homers and 59 RBIs. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 16.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Patrick Wisdom. He's definitely a long ball threat. Currently 3rd in the National League in that category.
Yeah, guys, this isn't a shocker right here. He is definitely known as one of the best pure power hitters in baseball these days.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Now the pitch. 1-2.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Second inning set to go, and set to go is the second baseman, Bryson Stott.
Bryson Stott.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball.
Now the 1-0. Misses. Ball 2.
No strike.
Sharp ground ball to third. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
The catcher,
At the plate, JT Realmuto, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He enters play with an even 50 RBIs to this point. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Hap ranges deep into the corner to make the catch for the first down.
Batting eighth.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at Yan Gomes, catcher. Calls a really good game. Pitchers seem to love throwing to this guy. And don't get it twisted, he can run into a 3-run homer as well.
Into the box, Brandon Marsh, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. The numbers on the year, 272, 8 home runs, and 32 driven in. And there he goes towards second. Strike called. Now the throw down. Tags there, and Gomes gets him trying to steal second base. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
Two and two.
2 strikes.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Phillies go down quietly there. They trail this one 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here comes the first baseman, Trey Mancini.
The first baseman, Trey Mancini.
Pitch on the way. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Into the box now, Yan Gomes. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. First offering on its way.
Ball that's outside.
Mancini on at first, nobody out. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2. Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
He's set. Here's the 0-1.
Inside, ball 1.
And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Fouled away. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. And it's fouled away. The 2-2. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 6th home run on the season for him. And the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, this is what makes this guy so hard to pitch to. He has that rare combination of speed and power. You don't want to walk him and have him get on first base. So what happens, you throw him a strike, and he can hit the ball out of the ballpark like he did just there.
So now to the plate, Nick Madrigal. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. Still without a home run and 5 driven in. The 1-0 home.
Hey. You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Jamison Taillon. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And they elect to have the pitcher bunt with 1 gone as he puts this one down. Onto the pitcher covering, and it's in time. A double play, and the inning is over. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. We've played 2. It's 3-0 Chicago. Leading off the inning, Bailey Falter, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Here comes the first pitch.
Whoa, that's down.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Here now is Trey Turner.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball.
Weak grounder down the line at third. And with his speed, forget it. It's an infield single. And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, so here's one final look at it. Now remember, there has to be indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the call.
And we'll get our answer here as the headsets come off, and the runner is safe. So the ruling is confirmed, and they'll lose the ability to challenge for the remainder of the game. Here's Bryce Harper now, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Fastball just off the inside corner.
1-1.
Runners on first with 1 down. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. And another foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2.
That's ball 2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. And it's gone into the bleachers.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Nicholas Castellanos comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And he powers to cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. Too high, 1-2.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Kyle Schwarber. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. 1-1 to Schwarber.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He pulls this one into right. Suzuki is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. But the fighting. Digging in for his second at-bat, Ian Happ. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
That last at-bat, he didn't crush that changeup for a home run. But listen, a home run is a home run. This guy's awfully strong, and he can hit it out to any part of the ballpark.
Marsh is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
The batter, the shortstop.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that brings up the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder giving chase. He can't get there as it falls in. He'll get it into second. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Suzuki is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And he got him to chase after a bad one there. 2-2. Fastball is outside. It's full now. 3-2. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Now batting, number 16.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Patrick Wisdom, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Wisdom begins play with a slugging percentage north of .525. Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The batter, number 5.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Bryson Stott. Here comes the first pitch. We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
He knows his strengths and weaknesses at the plate. He knows he has a cold zone away. But the bottom line is this pitcher.
And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And that's just shy of the baskets and off the ivy. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he is in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers thinking. He's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one.
And this will be a base hit as the runner will come in to score from third. And we are tied at 3 apiece.
the center
Boy, you
field.
know, in today's game, D-Row, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
Brandon Marsh is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one.
3 runs, 7 hits,
And no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Hit down the line at first. The second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
As we take a look at the pitch count, you can see that it's not that high, but you have to wonder maybe if the heat is taking it out on this guy a little bit. The weather can be the great equalizer, especially when the temps are starting to rise like this.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's a shot to left field and deep into the bleachers and out of here. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 9 on the year, and it's now 5-3.
Now batting, number 5.
Standing in now, Christopher Morrow. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at bat.
Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch is laid off of for ball number 3.
You look in the dugout, you can tell that manager's getting ready to come out on that top step. If he doesn't get out of this situation right here, and it's a tough one, I think the bullpen comes in.
The 3-1 pitch. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2. Skied into straightaway right. Under it is Harper, and Bryce has got it for the first out.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Nick Madrigal.
Striding in once again, Nick Madrigal reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Now here it comes. Down on the shins and missed with it, ball 1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. 5 runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2. Pitch on the way. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Fastball too low, and that's ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
And now the Cubs pitcher, Jameson Taillon. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. The 0-1 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here, but this will get foul for strike 2. Before the 0-2, a look to first, and he'll dive back in safely. Still only 1 out in the inning. And the 2-strike bunt will get foul, so he doesn't do his job here. And that's a foul ball. He's down on strikes for the first out.
The left fielder,
back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Throw over to the bag. Runners back. Here's the first pitch to him. His eyes lit up on that one above the zone, but he comes up empty.
Hey, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get really picky, less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Now a throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. 0-1. Here's the pitch.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Two out with the man at first. Runner goes. Pitch inside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
High and deep to right center. Long run for the center fielder. And a long run, but he's there to track it down. Nice range, and the side is retired. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. We're through 4. It's now 5-3 Chicago. Josh Harrison will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
For Philadelphia, number 2, Josh Harrison.
Out in front of it, strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Back up the middle. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench, and he's aboard here to lead off the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. He's set and the pitch. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And he'll dive back in. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, but not 3 apparently, as he'll hold on to it at second base.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. From the stretch.
You got to love that as a hitter right there. It doesn't happen much, but when it does, you have to find a way to take advantage of the count.
And he misses again, 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. A ball that's carrying. Into the basket, and it's gone. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep, but combined 5 times in this one.
Matty V, this is turning into home. Run Derby Part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of missed locations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
Now
the Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll head for an early shower as he fails to go the requisite 5 innings, but it doesn't matter anyway in a tie game. He'll leave with a no decision. Kyle Schwarber stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Sent out to straightaway center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But the fight. Ranger Suarez, a 6'1" southpaw, will be the one that gets the call from the bullpen here.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Bottom of the inning now, and that brings up the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Hit sharply on the ground. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get it out on the play.
Number 27.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
To the plate now, Suzuki, as he'll send a ground ball down to 3rd, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so, so I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Patrick Wisdom. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. From the stretch. This one skied out toward right. Harper moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Trey Mancini came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Short, hit hard. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs. Our score holds at 5 apiece. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the 3rd baseman, Alec Bohm.
Alec Bohm.
First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. This one is launched. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone. Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one. Guys, what do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Dan, they're absolutely knocking the cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Grounded back up the middle, and that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game.
They talk about having a day. How about 3 at-bats, 3 knocks? Not a bad day, D-Row.
We used to say in the big leagues on the bench, anybody can get 2. Can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the hook for 4?
At the plate now, JT Realmuto. In the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
Outside and low, 3-0. Brandon Marsh, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. 3-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. On the ground to the right side. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, you got to respect the first baseman getting dirty right there, but that batter was able to shoot that right past him.
Brandon Hughes will come on to make his 40th appearance this season.
Number 47, Brandon Hughes.
In now, Brandon Marsh. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Two 2-0 to the Phillies center fielder.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
2 balls and a strike.
I got 2-1 to count.
Here's the 2-1.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Well, he's behind in the count now, and he's probably going to have to turn to something hard and straight right here.
The 3-1. A swing and a ground ball to third, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Edmundo Sosa will get a chance to really deliver off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with the bases loaded and nobody out. Lower part of the zone, but it's taken for a strike. With runners in scoring position this season, Sosa carries a very respectable hitting line right at .310.
These are the type of hitters that absolutely frustrate a pitching staff and a pitching coach. He's not trying to do a ton of damage, but he's certainly going to put the ball in play and be a pest the entire season.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
From the stretch, Trey Turner is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Men on third with 2 down. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. Liner toward right center. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's now an 8-5 game. Bryce Harper will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his two-run homer that had him rolling early on. As a look, now the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Harper behind with an 0-2 count now.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that Connor Brogdon will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far.
Number 75. Connor.
Ready once again, Yan Gomes. They'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the sixth.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Brogdon stands 6'6" and throws from the right side. He was taken in the 10th round back in 2017.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Harper on the run, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Man, that's got the sting for the pitcher and his teammates. They just get on the board and are feeling good about themselves, looking for a shutdown inning so they can get some more runs on the board. But instead, this guy blasts a leadoff double. Getting that shutdown inning is going to be a lot tougher now.
Stepping in now, Christopher Morrow. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. No one out with a runner at second. Hard on the ground toward short. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one. In now, Nick Madrigal. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
This is where, as a hitter, you need to slow your thinking. You know he's trying to get you a double play ball right here. You have to control the strike zone.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. First and second here with nobody out. Straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will get this one. started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Matt Merker will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. This year against right-handed pitching, Merker brings in a batting average resting just under 320, and they'll look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
First and second now, 1 man out. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Went after the high one there, a swing and a miss.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Now the payoff pitch home, and he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Ian Happ. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way, and he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. A dive, and he knocks it down. But the recovery is too late at first, and the run is in to score.
The batter, the shortstop, Dansby
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit, as he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1. Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. Catch is made near the line. Here comes the runner from third. The relay throw, and he's safe.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Stepping into the box, Suzuki, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
The set and the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Ready with the 3-0. Now here's the check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Now batting, number 16.
Into the box now, Patrick Wisdom. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
A strike away now from getting out of this mess. Sometimes pitching is all about minimizing, right? So keeping it to 2.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. And there's a line drive. Base hit to left field. Now a long throw to third. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 9-8 contest.
Hey, that makes this one a lot more interesting here in the middle innings, Dero. After being down by 1, big base hit drives in 2.
Yeah, that could be a huge knock right there, Dan, especially the way the bullpens have been throwing. They've been nasty. There's a lot of fuel out there, a lot of fire. Doesn't bode well for the offense.
Number 64 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch. So here's Trey Mancini. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We're through 6 full. It's the Cubs 9 and the Phillies 8. Michael Fulmer is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Nicholas Castellanos.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So the leadoff base hit puts the potential tying run aboard in the late stages of this one. So now to the plate, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready with the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
1-1.
In the dirt, and now let's see. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw. 1 out, nobody on. A 3-1 count to the Phillies left fielder.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Stepping up now, Alec Bohm. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. A 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Skied into very shallow right. Suzuki is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Popped him up. Mancini in foul ground. And the first baseman can't get there.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
1 left for Philadelphia. Still down a run. It's a 9-8 ball game. Now at the plate, Yan Gomes. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. 1-1. Down the third baseline. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting,
Christopher Morrow will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. He's set. Here it comes. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Yeah, doubled up on the slider away there. Got him to go after it before, so why not see if he'll offer at it again?
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
And the pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Cody Bellinger will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 24, Cody Bellinger.
And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. Looking to keep this a one-run game, the pitch. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. The 1-1. Ground ball right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian.
Big spot here. Runners at the corners, 2 gone. And that'll bring up the former first rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. From the belt, the pitch.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
One and 0. Here it is. Hit hard to the right side. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And the insurance run comes across to score from third.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
At the plate, Dansby Swanson, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Popped him up. Stott moving to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. 8th inning coming up. The Cubbies are in front 10-8. Estrada is into the ball game as part of that double switch as he'll take over on the mound and in the 2 spot in the lineup. Cody Bellinger. is the new shortstop as he stays in the game after entering as a pinch hitter. First offering on its way. JT Realmuto is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series and maybe even the whole week ahead.
The 1-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Happ is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first down.
The center fielder, number 16, Brandon.
Stepping in, Brandon Marsh. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch coming, here it is. Fastball in there for a called strike.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
I'm set with the 0-1.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Garrett Stubbs will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Hitting for the Phillies, number 21, Garrett Stubbs.
Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike. The average for him sitting at .312 on the season. 1 home run and a dozen RBIs. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Again, another foul ball. Estrada, a 6'1" right-hander. He was taken in the 6th round during the 2020 draft.
Hey, when you come out in the middle round, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats, so another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Standing in now, Trey Turner, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Fastball right back to the mound, and he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Cubbies 10 and the Phillies 8. Gregory Soto is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 30, Gregory Soto.
Stepping up to the plate, Suzuki. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
The right fielder, number 27.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Hit down the third baseline. He's right there. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still 1 good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Now the 1-0.
2-0.
Non-competitive pitch right there runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
3-0 the count.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
So striding in, Trey Mancini. It was a fly out for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
On to first to complete the double play.
Now batting, catcher.
Ready for another chance, Yan Gomes. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth. Hit out towards second. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Julian Merriweather comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. At the plate, Bryce Harper. It was a fly out for him in his last trip.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2.
Ball 2.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Yeah, well, down 2, you better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tied run to the plate.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth.
Now batting, the first base.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. The right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. In there, and it's 0-1.
Hey, great job pounding his zone strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Count is even 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. One and 1, here it is. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
This pitch is popped up. Should be room for Gomes behind the plate. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Kyle Schwarber. It was a walk in his last trip. First offering on its way. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
This at-bat's going to be absolutely epic because now he's mixing it up. He's got a little cat and mouse working, and as an offensive player, you got to step out of the box and say, all right, he's respecting me a little bit. I can't be all-in fastball.
And he fouls this one off. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. fouled off. Fastball well outside. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Ball 2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Another 2-2 offering, and he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
To the plate now, Alec Bohm, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now the 1-0.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. A runner on first with 2 away. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Philly down to their last strike. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. Digging in now, Bryson Stott, 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. First pitch on its way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
From the belt, kicks and deals. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Gone! And with 2 out in the 9th, they have taken the lead. Well, if you're just joining us, that's the 7th home run hit so far in this game. Really unbelievable stuff.
Yeah, Matty, it's scorching out right now, and they always say when the weather gets hot, the ball starts traveling. Dan, what's your take?
That's exactly what happens, D-Road. Come on.
Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. And he will get there to make the running play. And Joe Girardi's going to get up off the dugout bench and confer at home plate, so we'll likely see a double switch here. Sir Anthony Dominguez comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Now playing second and batting 9, number 23, Cody.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air to right field. Harper has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Settling in now, Nick Madrigal. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Oh, and he got a pitch to handle as this ball is hit high in the air and deep. And folks, this ball game is tied. So it's a solo shot to dead center, as incredibly we are all tied. Cody Bellinger at the plate now. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Roll, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace.
Here you go.
And now a check swing, but did he go around is the question. No, he did not, says Carl Dixon down at third base. It's ball one. The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now a drive to right field. This could do it. Game over. Walk-off home run. Solo shot to right center, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Well, they say better late than never, and that's obviously something that he takes to heart as he puts a charge in one for a walk-off homer. Got to be the best feeling in all of baseball.
Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Multi-hit game, and one of them was a dinger. That's a solid day's work for any hitter, and it had an impact on the outcome of this game. What else can you say?
A 12-11 final in this ball game. The Cubbies played in an even dozen runs to come out on top today. Keenan Thompson earns the victory in relief in this one, his 7th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 19 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.